morning, you lovely crafters out there, and happy Tuesday. It's sunny here in Durham, I should say. I was trying to think where we actually are, but in the CTV studios. As you can see, it's a ladies' day today. I love that, which is amazing. We're going to have the most amazing day today because it's our sweet surprise event. Now, you would have seen yesterday, Craig and Leanne were in yesterday, giving you all those amazing sweet treat deals, which is just what you like to have. Head to the website because today we have another new deal. And in fact, it's a corker. It's got amazing deals on there. We've got bundle deals as well, so please have a look on there because they are amazing. But the first one, if you spend £50, you're going to get £10 off. I mean, is that not a bargain in itself? And you're going to get deals all the way through the website. You'll also, if you're spending £100, you'll get the £20 off, and if you're spending £150, you'll get the £30 off. And all you have to put in on the code is Sweet Save 10, 20 or 30 on the end, depending on how much you save. So you're going to be saving across the board today. Now, to get things kicking off, we have the amazing superstar, talented woman that she is, our Leanne, in the building with us today. She's not in for long, I have to say, but Leanne.
I know, I was naughty, Debbie, over the weekend. Yes, I just put my foot down with them and I thought, they're doing a sweet treat event. Sarah's on holiday, she's not here, she doesn't know what we're up to. And when she's away, you know, I like to do something naughty.
Yes.
So I did.
No one
now,
to say no.
I know, I'm terrible, but never mind, it's good for you. So for our stateside customers, normally you'd have to spend $125, I beg your pardon, to get free shipping with that fabulous new service that we've got. What I've managed to do is negotiate for you, put my foot down with a firm hand, that you only have to spend $75. So your minimum basket spend is $75 till midnight on Thursday to get your free shipping. So along with all of those other sweet treats that we've got for you, you only need to spend $75, which is that $50 discount on the usual amount you need to spend to get your free shipping, and you're going to be able to do that until midnight on Thursday.
Wow, I know you said you were naughty, but that's really naughty.
It's really naughty.
It's really, really naughty.
You know what they're going to do? Sack me? I don't know, Debbie. I think probably not, so I think it'll be okay. You take advantage of the fact that I've been naughty with that 75 basket spend. It's going to be good, isn't it?
I love that, absolutely good. And also, I just need to tell you that all of Leanne's deals that she's put in that cartload, we've got a preview today. I'm not allowed, if we're allowed to say, it's already live.
Is it?
It is.
Oh my word.
Live.
Use that for your $75 basket
Absolutely,
spend.
absolutely. So fill your boots because you will get those savings on as well. Now, the other guest I've got in, as you've already seen it, is our Corinne's in the building today. She's going to be coming up all day with me, and we're going to be showing you some amazing deals all the way through. We have a preview. We're previewing Leanne's cartload later on at 2 p.m. But at 6 p.m. tonight, what have we got in store, Corinne?
Well, we've got lots in store today. We've got some gorgeous deals. So we've got the preview, if I get it right, we've got the preview at 2 p.m.
Yes.
And then at 6 p.m. we're going to have another look at our simple creator card dice. These are beautiful. Oh, Leanne, your team have just really done the works with these. So you can use them, I love, with paper piecing. Look at that, using them as a stencil.
That's
or
beautiful.
Look at that, you can have them open.
Lovely.
Look at that trellis work, it's absolutely beautiful. And having it as a stencil on the front. We've got one here with a little bit of a drop shadow, so you can, you know, sort of see what's behind, you know, with dimension. Now this is really clever, look at this. Paper piecing them. I do love paper piecing with my hold and release sheets. Oh, makes it. But then also bringing that same pattern along the back and having that hint of that pattern as a stencil. But they were made for shakers.
Yes,
I'm sorry, but they were. Whether you do it round the centre, whether you do it round the hole, it just works absolutely gorgeous. And another one here that we've got, just having it on the front of your car. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to show you a box, but I'm also going to team these up. We've got a special flower forming bundle on this afternoon, and I'm going to do some lovely flowers, because you've all been asking how to do flowers with floristry wire. So I'm going to do one and show you how to make a lovely flower. So we're going to do lots and lots. Oh, and we've got what's left of the Roaring Twenties.
Oh, amazing.
Not much,
that
but
sounds
there is
like
a
you've got a
bit.
good old day today,
We've got a
ladies.
really good day.
Loads of
Absolutely
stuff
great.
that can get your basket up to $75. $25 stateside.
Absolutely. I
And
mean,
then
what
free
a
shipping.
buy.
And that new shipping service, it's getting there in 2 to 3 days.
Well,
It's
some would
amazing, isn't it?
yeah,
Can't
absolutely.
believe it.
I know. And you're thrilled, we're thrilled, and yes, so grab a bargain,
Do
really.
you know what?
so-
I've just literally, before we've come on air, had a text off my mum. It was her birthday, 21st of January. Do you know when her card arrived?
When?
This morning.
Wow.
21st of February.
In this country?
No, France. France. I mean, it's not far, is it?
It's not far, no.
But we're getting parcels out to
America.
in 2 days.
Wow. It's incredible,
I
isn't
think
it?
our post service needs...
Needs a chat. Needs a chat. Craig and I were saying yesterday that these simple creator cards shouldn't be called simple creator cards.
No, it's a bit misleading, isn't it?
Yes, we're having a chat with ourselves. We talked about it in our product development meeting this morning. We're going to have a word with ourselves about naming things a little bit better in the future. Should have been called elegant, timeless,
Oh, there's
classic,
so many words.
yeah, so many other words that we could have used.
I get it though. I get that because they're that simplicity that you can create something truly beautiful.
Yeah.
So I do understand that, but you're right. They're not simple.
They're not simple,
Are
no,
they?
no, not at all.
They're very elegant, and I just love the multiple uses. Paper piece, have them open, use them as stencils, make shakers, make them the front of your cards. They are so versatile.
Yeah,
They're
are.
one of those that when you start creating, you're going to make lots and lots because your mind just runs. I love those ones where your mind just runs and you're actually writing down ideas because you can't create fast enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one thing we are very good at, well, I say we are, Leanne and her team are our creator cards, you know that. But we do have to say our goodbyes to Leanne. She's only popped in to say hello and give you a sneaky update of what's going on. So thank you, Leanne, and I will see you tomorrow.
You will, I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, so it's going to be a great day. Corinne's going to be staying with us the rest of the show, so which is going to be amazing. And then we're going to be showing you all that's coming up. So we have got, now remember, it's our sweet surprise event. We have a new sweet surprise every single day. So new deals are added, but also check for deals that are already still there. You know, sometimes we say that they end at midnight, but you never know if they go over, which is amazing. Now, I'm just going to recap on those offers. You're getting a £10 off with a £50 spend. You're also getting £20 off with a £100 spend and £30 off with a £150 spend. But the first thing we're going to be looking at is those creator card dies. I'm not even going to say simple. I'm not going to say that word. Just our beautiful, elegant, timeless creator card. Now you can see them in the picture here. They're $72.96. You've also got your ink pads that are in with this bundle. I love that we do a showstopper, and so do you. You loved them yesterday. That's why we thought we'd bring them back in their full glory today. They are absolutely stunning. You are getting 6 dies in total, 30 dies actually in total, I should say, because you're getting those additional dies in there. You're also getting those 2 ink pads, and you're getting a tape pen. So you're getting everything. You see the tape pen just at the top here, which is amazing. If you're platinum price, only $67.84. That's absolutely amazing. Now we've got lots of people in the building today. Sorry we haven't put your hellos on to Leanne, but you will see it in her full glory tomorrow with in fact, tomorrow's the new launch of the Academy of Colour, the next edition. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow. Christy Mahone is in saying good morning to everyone. Rachel is our social superstar. We've got Marcella in saying good morning. YOU should I say, not UOU. Expressions is saying hello from Portland. Chantel is in from Western Australia. We're getting lots of Australians in at the moment. I'm loving it because it must be very, very late for you. Gareth is saying good morning to everyone. Sean's in. We've got Lynn, lots of you in. Alicia's in saying good morning, beautiful morning and greetings from Arkansas. Jerry's in saying good morning to everyone. Susan's in and Gareth's in saying, well, that's me already shot for the day. I absolutely love that, Gareth. So it's a great one to get on. So make sure you go over to our website and find out all those good buys today, because you are going to be saving lots and lots of pennies. And remember, our social strap is just there down below. You can come in, you can tell us what you're up to today. Let us know what your weather's like. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Newton Aycliffe, and it's just gorgeous. But we are going to head over to our Corinne, who's going to show us exactly her take on these dies.
Yes, they are gorgeous, and I love the way they have been built, I suppose that's the word that you want it. So if you then look at this die, so this is the creator card bit itself, but you'll notice there's no running blade around the outside and there's no solid blade around the inside. And so that's going to give you options. So what we've given you is we've given you the frame die with that faux stitching, and then we've also given you the aperture as well with the faux stitching. So I could use this die on my own, that's going to give me a base. I could take a large piece of card like this and I could cut that one into it, and it will cut into the cardstock because there's no blade. Perfect things like your box lids and your shakers, but that would give me a solid element there. So if I want to create an aperture there, I just add that one, or I just use it alone. So I could use all of these little ones on their own, so you get 3 in the centre of each one. And that's perfect for your mats and layers. So I'm going to maximise the use of my magnetic shim, and I'm going to pop this one on first. So that's going to give me the outside. Then I'm going to add in my detail die, my creator card, so I can use the magnetic shim to make sure everything's in the right place. Now, as I said, that won't cut out an aperture because I'm making a shaker card, so I want to add in the aperture die as well. And I'm using my magnetic shim all the time to make sure everything is centred. Put my cardstock over the top, and then run that through my die cutting machine. And that's going to do everything in one pass. If you don't feel confident about doing it like that, then just do it in stages. You could do the outside, then the middle and everything. But if you've got your magnetic shim to hold everything in place, or some low tack tape, that'll do the same job. So if I open this, I can see straight away. Now, all of these creator cards will go through your junior plates. So, you know, if you've got a junior machine or you've got the full-size one with junior plates, then that will work too. So if I lift this off from here, you can see. There we go, look at that. Ooh. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Every little piece has popped out. I love this one because it's almost like a pen drawing, isn't it?
Do you know what this one reminds me of? It reminds me, I think you could use this at Christmas. It looks like Christmas lights.
Oh, easily, yes. If you sort of did a red, a blue, a yellow, a red, a blue, a yellow, yes, it would look like fairy lights.
Me of, yes.
Right, so all I've done, I've got one here that I've put a little bit of tape on, and I'm just going to then get my dotty tape pen just to go. I'm not too bothered about it all sticking down, but I just want to attract, you know, a little bit. So dotty tape pen, nice and lightly, and then I've got a piece of clear acetate. So you can see that will be on the website. So just take off the red liner. If this border is a bit too skinny for you, then don't use that outside die. Cut your card to the size you want, and then, you know, you can have a chunkier border. So it's entirely up to you. So we can pop that one on there. This is when the red liner decides not to come off. This has been on for a couple of days. I think I prepped these pre the weekend. There we go. So you can see sometimes if you can see like little bits of white, then it's not properly burnished down, and then it does make it harder to lift up. So let's get rid of those bits, and then I can attach that to my acetate. Oops.
Do you know the tip with using a bit of kitchen towel to take off your layer of red liner tape?
What, to use it as?
Well, it takes it from you.
Yes.
It's like magic. It statitizes.
Yeah.
That's not a word.
Anti-static.
Anti-static. Destatitize. Destatitize. I love that. Let's try and make it a word. I can't even say it. I can't make a word up if I don't even know how to say it, can I?
But yes, I know. Yeah, the other one I sometimes do is I'll have a scrap piece of paper with some double-sided tape on, and then I will just put it onto that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is we have got on the show, we've got some card bundles. One of them's got the vintage butterflies on there. And what I'm going to, now, what I would do is, if I was at home, I would actually do this like this. Let's just do a couple of little bits. So I've got some of my hold and release sheets. Now, I know these are a bit more difficult to get hold of sometimes. Actually, I should have done that before I cut it. So let's just put this onto here, and let's just put that back on. I should have stuck it down first. So what this is it's a low tack sheet, and it doesn't transfer the sticky to my card, it just holds it in place. So I can pop that through there, and then what I would tend to do, rather than use a whole piece, because you see you can get away with less, is I put that on there and down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this on to here, and then I'm just going to pop that under strategic bits of here, just like that, just to capture some of those bits so that I didn't have to use a whole sheet. So we can just trap there. Now, what we want to do is we want to cut through the card, but we don't want to cut through the hold and release sheet because we want it to hold. So I've taken my magnetic shim out, and I'm just using 3 plates instead of 4, just to take off a bit of the pressure. You can feel it when you add it up to the machine because it doesn't grab quite as fiercely. So we can take this through here, and what we're doing is, this time I want what effectively is the waist. So we can take this through here, and if I turn this over, you can see it's not cut through, which is absolutely perfect. So when I peel this off here, can you see I've got all of these little waste pieces? There we go.
It is very good. We don't, unfortunately, have this back in stock, but keep an eye out.
Yes.
I'm sure lots of you, the reason it's out of stock is because you bought so many, so I know so many of you will have that hold and release sheet.
There we go. So I've got some pieces like that, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my wet glue. This is the one with the acetate on. I've got all these pieces pulled off there, and I'm just going to randomly add some little bits on here. So I've got to have to work out, I've moved these around, work out which ones fit where. I should have been a bit more organised.
It's like a puzzle, isn't it?
It is a puzzle. Piece. I should have just kept them in place. So
it's very effective though, paper piece, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? So we can just add in all these little bits. You can see all I've done is just the smallest little bit of wet glue, tacky glue. That's all you need, and that will then just hold those in place. And that one is there. You can see, you can work them back out. But if you actually have them on the hold and release sheet, if you hadn't have moved them like I'd done, you'd be able to just see where they came from, just because I've moved them onto here. It seemed like a good idea when I put them onto there before I did that, and then I suddenly thought, oh, why have you done that? So I can see that one goes here. I don't want to fill all the gaps in, I just want to fill some of the gaps. I just thought it would look nice just having a few random gaps filled in. So let's go, oh, I think that one goes down the side. That one fits there, look. There we go. And pop that one. Is that one from here? No, that one's not from there. Where did I get that one from? I see where that one came from. Nope, it didn't. I should have kept them in place, and I didn't. There we go. There's not that many places that they could go, so I can usually work it out. Ah, that one's going to go opposite that pink one. Just like this. Just pop those up. Come on.
Such a pretty design,
It is, isn't it? It's like, but like you say, you could change this to any colour that you wanted, and like it could be Christmassy, couldn't it? It could be, you know, whatever season you want, which is so works so well. Let me just see where this one came from. Where did I get? Nope. I will find this. There
I
we
love
go.
this, the puzzle pieces of Corinne.
Now, don't worry about the glue behind, because this is going to be a shaker card, so it's all going to be hidden behind once we've finished it. So, you know, you can, it will hide all of those bits. No, come on, Corinne, you can do this. You can work these out. Nicola's saying this could be a new play your crafts game. Play your crafts, right, you know, which place did this one come out of? There we go. No, where did that one? There, it's got to be there.
Well, it's a good job. Yeah, a few years ago, we used to play a game called Craft Wars. And we used to have a bundle of things which we'd literally take like a cloth off the top, and we'd have to just create, and we wouldn't know what was in this
Oh,
this
right.
bundle, and we used to have to compete against. We could do it at weekends, couldn't we? Couldn't George?
We?
Because there's only two of us. There's always two. Normally, there's two demonstrators. Craft, yeah. So, but this reminds me of that. If you was going to do that, this wouldn't be the project you would be doing because you're under a set time and you have to do it, and then people vote which ones they think is the best one in that few minutes. Did they really? I never knew that. So they're saying that Craig and Ben did it over Christmas. What we should have done is made Ben and Charlotte do theirs under a Craft Wars the other day. They were both making Valentine's cards.
There we go, that will do. And then I think I've got nice, that just looks so pretty, doesn't it?
It's beautiful. I mean, really beautiful.
There we go. So it's really simple. And it's not all about filling all of the gaps in. I just think that looks really well. I mean, if you wanted to, the other thing you could do is go in with your alcohol pens and just add some shading as well.
Brilliant
Would look
idea.
really pretty. Now, I've got another piece of acetate and I've just put some shaker foam on, but what I actually did was I cut it down just because it was really thin. And then using the exact same ones, I used, you know our dies that cut out the shaker elements?
Yeah.
I just cut out all of my hearts with those. And I used this cardstock quite purposely because it's double-sided.
Yes.
And I think double-sided cardstock is the best cardstock you can get for your shaker elements. Otherwise, you know, when you put it in, some will flip over and you'll end up seeing the white. So, you know, if you've got cardstock that is double-sided, then, you know, even little scraps, because I didn't use whole pieces to cut out these. I just used little scrappy elements to cut out my shakers. You could also put glitter in there. Chunky glitter in with these at the same time would look really, really good. And then we can pop that on. And you can see I've been really careful to make sure that's sealed. And that is the key thing for shaker elements, is making sure everything is sealed
I love
up.
this.
There we go. And look at that. Doesn't that look lovely?
Looks amazing.
Just making sure I've really pretty. Now, the colours I've picked are because we've got some paper pads on the show. And we've got Country Lane on the show.
My favourite.
I know it's your favourite. And I knew I was prepping this for you. And I thought, oh, I've got to use Country Lane. And I've just used some of our luxury glitter card. The ones that come in the 12 by 12. Now, I don't think that's actually on the show. But we've had it on so much recently.
This pad just makes me really happy when I look at it. Any page, any print of it just makes me feel really happy. It's such a beautiful print.
Yeah, I knew you liked this one. So pop that onto there. Look at that. It's the colour hues, isn't it? It's so pretty. And now you can see why I've sort of picked those colours.
Lovely.
Yep. My top tip is always sort your backing paper first.
Yes, I do exactly the same.
Backing paper, the patterned one first, and then you can match it up with plain papers. You try and match. If you think, oh, I want to use this plain paper, then you try and find a pattern paper to match. You can never. It's always elusive. It disappears, doesn't it?
Yep.
But if you go the other way round and pick your pattern paper, then you will have a plain paper that works. So that's always my starting point, is my pattern paper. Now I've only put tape onto half of that because that's going to go still in the centre of my card, but it will just attach to that side of my card like that, and then that's going to be perfect for my shaker. What I might do is quickly see if I can, there we are, we've got a little bit more, just so that the tape is totally hidden. I'm just going to whiz that down the edge just here. But I mean, how simple is this? I mean, we've not gone overcomplicated because we want to see those pretty papers. We want to see that creator card detail, and it just works perfectly, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and it is. It's just gorgeous. But I do love that you've used those same colour tones out of your papers as what you've used to paper piece. That's beautiful.
Now this doesn't have to meet up because obviously this isn't part of your shaker. So I just used that bit over end because it wasn't very sticky, just there. There we go. There, all the way down. And then I'll show you what I tend to do. If you've got a piece of scrap paper, put a piece of tape on, just like that, and then, Debbie was saying she used kitchen roll, take that, pop it over there, there you go, it holds it. So that's just another way to do it.
All these tips, we love them.
everybody does things differently, don't they? And then I'll often have a piece of scrap paper on the side with a piece of double-sided tape on, just to catch all my scraps, and then that can very neatly be thrown into the bin, and it's caught all the scraps. So this now is going to go onto the centre of here, and then just from my wisteria, we've got that sentiment, that beautiful sentiment, which is beautiful. So it is our beautiful sentiment. Oh, that's stuck on there. Why did that? Come on, should have peeled off. I've just used my Xyron to capture this. There we go. Come on, play ball for me. There we go. It's coming off now. I thought to myself, oh, I'll take that off before the show, then I forgot. There we are. Right, so this is my beautiful. It's all sticky on the back, and that will go straight across there. And then there was a little sentiment stamp to go with it to say, you are beautiful. And then the final bit is just to pop a nice bow on there, little wide bow. Now, I've kept it simple. They are simple creator cards, but how gorgeous is that? Really pretty colours, but showing off that die, I think.
I absolutely love that. It is so beautiful. Now, if you want to be recreating the card that our Corinne has just done, these are the actual designs that you're getting in this collection. Now, we've got a Showstopper deal, as you can see the details there. This is the one that our Corinne was using, those dainty doodles. You're also in this collection getting your rose garden. That is just stunning. In fact, they're all stunning. And you haven't got to choose if you go for this Showstopper deal. You're getting your timeless foliage, another really beautiful design. I think this one is going to be a really good one for all our US viewers that do Thanksgiving. It's got that real autumnal feel about it, which is nice. Then you've got our fancy floral, another gorgeous design. That one reminds me of a sort of stained glass window. So pretty. Another beautiful one, your pretty petals. And then the last one in that collection is our traditional tiles. I don't think you should choose. I really do believe you need them all. They've all got that unique design, absolutely beautiful, £72.96 or $84.80. And remember, if you're going for that Showstopper deal, you will get those extra ink pads and the tape pen as well. And you're only paying an extra £5 for them. That's like getting your ink pad and your tape pen for no pennies whatsoever, which is amazing. Now, the next thing I want to show you, I just had a tip from someone. I just looked, let me just see who told us this. Well, not so much a tip, a bit of a heads up, really. And I can't find it, but someone was saying that, Liz, it was you. Liz is saying that anyone that missed out on extra acetate in the Roaring Twenties, it's on Shop the Show button. So go for Shop the Show and you'll be able to get that extra acetate. It was amazing. It's not in this bundle, so I'm only saying what someone's told me, not what my producers told me. So just go and have a look. But great if it is there. Val is saying that his card is lovely. Corinne, these dies are so versatile. Kirsty's saying the best thing I found for holding the backing of red liner tape is Freya. Oh, the fluffy cat. I was thinking Freya, what's that? I've not heard of that. She's a magnet for it, apparently. I love that, absolutely brilliant. And a question for Corinne. Chantel is saying, where do you put your written message and how do you decorate?
Right, so my written message, I would probably put, you could do it two ways. You can either make yourself a message plate to go in the centre there, and as long as it's smaller than that, it would be hidden. Or, as someone just said in my ear, you could use that bit, but I think the bit I would probably do is put it on the back. Just put it on the back because that's where it is. So for easel cards or anything like that, I usually just turn it round and put them on the back. Is that the question?
Amazing.
Was there a second bit to it? Where would you put your message?
And how do you decorate it? But I think that
I think I've decorated it.
Yes, already decorated.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what that decorating part meant. There was one more thing. Oh, Sandy. So she's asked what the number is for the release sheets. Unfortunately, Sandy, we don't have them in stock. They're out of stock. But keep looking back and seeing when we get them back in stock. I might even ask Leanne tomorrow if she knows whether they'll be back in soon at all. Right, Roaring Twenties. This is our 9-piece selection. Now, you know with Sarah's collections, it sort of gets smaller and shrinks down the more it's shown. So the best time to get it is obviously when it launches. But if you couldn't afford to go for that whole bundle when it was in, we've got an amazing little bundle here for you, which is only $49.52 or $63.64. It still has the fancy feather in it. This is the one that Corinne was using the other day, which honestly you're going to use in so many of your different makes. It's absolutely stunning. You've then got your scallop shell, which is your edgeable, another gorgeous design. I love that one. We've got that cut and emboss Art Deco frame. Use this with your ink pads. It's going to look amazing. Oh, and just a heads up, we've got the shimmer ink pads on the show as well. So definitely grab some of those. All those things could take you over that £30, £50 or £100. Oh, sorry, I got that completely wrong. It's 20. Oh, I'm not even going to say. I'm going to check on that later. But each step of the way, you'll get that money off for that. So 50, 100 and 150, and you'll get £10 off, £30 off or £50 off, which is amazing. We've also got that Showgirl, which is still in that collection. The Razor Glass stamp, absolutely stunning. We've got our Together Forever stamp. I love that one. And we've also got that 3D Floral Deco embossing folder. But also, there is still our glue with our gold gilding flakes in there. So that pack, all of that today for £39.62 if you are in the Platinum membership. Right, so I think we're all up to date with that. What are we going to next, Nicola?
Right, we're going to do some of our
Nicola, I was waiting for Nicola. I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So are we doing this Roaring Twenties?
Yes, we are.
We're going
sorry
to Corinne to do the Roaring
Twenties
Twenties demo.
Right, so yeah, so I'm not sure. Did you have? We've definitely still got the feather in stock, Debbie.
Yes.
Did we have any of our stamps still in stock, or were they part of the bundle you just showed?
Some of that, we've got 2 lots of stamps, so not the sentiments, but we've got the Together Forever and we've got the Razor Glass.
Okay, because I was going to use the All That Jazz, but you could, because I
could switch it out.
I prepped these before while things are selling out, unfortunately.
I know,
but you'll be able to swap it round. But I've already got this one. Oh, All That Jazz is still in stock, but it's not in the bundle. Right, okay. There must be really low stock of that one so that it would.
But we have got it, so head to the website.
That's okay then. Okay, so I have put this on my rocker block and I've just inked it with my alcohol proof ink, and then I'm just going to stamp her on here. Now, there aren't dies to cut these out, but you can see straight away they're really easy to fussy cut out, aren't they? There's nothing too complicated about these at all. So we can pop that on there, and then all I need to do is do a little bit of colouring. So I've just got a scrappy piece of card, and I've got some of my pens here. So, where's my red? I thought I had my red. Have I just left it behind? Oh, I've left it on there for another one. There we go. I set up 2, so I've got my dark red as well. And then it's just about colouring. So I'm not going to colour her all. So let's find my fair skin. There we are. We've got this one here. Now I love this. So we can just come on here. So we show you this so often. Oh, let me just move that there. There we go. So you can see what we're doing. There we go. Just going all over with my palest fair skin. Just popping that on there. So I have stamped onto Nina card. Nina card is our card for your alcohol pens. So it's just got longer fibres in it. So that means that the ink will travel and it will blend. If you use like your multi-purpose cardstock, which has the smaller fibres in, the ink doesn't travel, and then you can't blend it so easily. So all I'm going round is I've gone all over, and then I'm just gone round the edges where her hair will have added extra shade. So we can come down here, just down her neck, just on here, and then I love the back of this dress. It just is beautiful, isn't it? Now, I did these down at our hobby maker shows. I launched them down there, and we were saying, I know it's an obvious thing to say, but isn't it amazing that this is 100 years?
Oh, I know.
I mean, I know that's so obvious to say, but it's not, because you forget, don't you, that the Roaring Twenties was 100 years ago, and we are still going back to that time. We're still looking back. So you know that this isn't a fad. This isn't, I don't know, a cute character from a TV programme that's going to be out of favour in 6 months' time. You know that this era has stood the test of time, and you know you can be using these dyes next month, next year, and they will still be on trend and, you know, as popular. So all I'm doing is working out where her dress will cast a shadow and then popping that down there. And then once you've done that, you just blend it out just like that. And then I'm going to show you, so what we can then do is with the red, so using the dark red. So don't be afraid of colour. So gorgeous colour. We can just come down here and I'm just laying down that colour absolutely beautifully, and we're just going to go all over like this. There we go. Now I would have done the fair skin on her arms as well, but I was just showing you how easy it is to do. Just lay down that first colour. I keep moving it so you can't see what I'm doing because I'm not looking up, I'm concentrating.
So you're doing a Sarah C, colouring coma. We always say that.
Is that what you call it?
Colouring coma, yes.
There we go. Ooh, I'm going to have to speak to our Tracy and see if she's got. Look at that.
I've noticed that a few of them have started to, but when you think how long we've had them in the studio for, and they've not been replaced.
The amount of colouring we do. Right, I need to leave this one out when we finish, don't I? But don't worry, we've got some shading to do. We can add that in. So I'll concentrate on the shading. Let's see if I can get enough. Isn't that weird when you start again? Just gave it a little bit of life. Just a little bit of life there. And then we can then add in the shade. So I'm going to come in with a darker one, and I'm just going to go just round where it will be darker. So it's going to be darker where she's got her arm, and then we can just add in. You see, the darker colours have still got quite a lot of ink left in them. It's the lightest one.
Well, the lightest one probably gets used the most.
I would imagine, yeah, because you're blending out, aren't you? We're fine for this. Thank you, Nicola. And just drag that down. Just blend those colours out, and then just, you see, there we go. You see. There we go. There we are. Can you see how straight away, by coming lighter here and then darker underneath her arm, just starts to add in those shades. And then you'd do the same. You'd come down where the stripes were. The lines that I put in. So our Leanne's team have already given you, done all the hard work. They've already shown you where all the shading needs to go. And you can just bring that down there. Can you just see how easy it is to add in that light and shade? So you just carry on. Now, I'm going to jump, just because I can, to this one. And you can just see how the colour just changes. But it is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? You can see, and I think I might have gone a bit more corally on that one. But look at this. Absolutely beautiful. And then just fussy cut it out. Really not complicated to do, just cut out all of that detail. There we go.
Yeah, the stamps in this collection are beautiful. Now, in the bundle, you're getting 2 other stamps, but if you do want that one that Corinne's using, just head to the website and you will find it. Now, it is a shop the show button, but also shop the website today, because whatever you put in your basket, remember, you're going to get those deals off. So if you're spending £50, you'll get £10 off, and you need to put code SWEETSAVE10. If you're spending £100, you put SWEETSAVE20, and you'll get the £20 off. and then £150 spend, you will get that £30 off, which is amazing, and that's your Sweet Save 30. Now there's also some sweet surprise bundles on the website, so click on them and you'll find some bundles on there that will help you get that amount off. Just make sure you put that code in at the checkout. Sorry, Corinne.
It's okay. Now, this has to be my favourite die of this whole collection. I just think it's gorgeous. This peacock feather, absolutely beautiful. I love the size of it. I love the dimensions, everything about it. It just works so well for me. So there you can see, I can put that through. So that was from the cardstock, that was from the bundle, but you can use any cardstock you want. But if you haven't got any, what I would say to you is the best thing that you can buy to add to this bundle is gold. Now, whether it's mirri or matte mirri, it's entirely up to you. But you will get through so much gold with this because it just cries out, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It really is my favourite die of the, or my favourite element, I think, of this collection. So get rid of those, and then we can come in with the gold as well. And it's going to, just because that's matte mirror and it's coated, it's still going to cut absolutely brilliantly. There's not going to be any problem cutting through there either. So we cut the blue, and now we're going to cut straight through the matte mirror. But look, ooh, there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Just poke out those little bits. I mean, you can put them together. Now, it's up to you. These look absolutely stunning as a drop shadow. You can put them like that. Or you can put them sort of side by side, just like that. But I just think that it's just my favourite bit of this collection. We always have, you often do have a favourite element, don't you, Debbie? It's amazing how one bit just calls to you. Yes. And for me, this is definitely it.
Yeah, absolutely. There is always something that draws you in that you use constantly whenever you use it. And actually, when you find that one, you then bring it into lots of other different ranges and projects as well, don't you?
Now, this is the easiest card base ever. So we have got, I wrote it down. So we've got a piece of card, 6 by 11. So you're going to be able to get that from your A4 sheets, no problem. And then we've scored at 3, 6, 7.5, 9 and 10 inches. So you can see. And all it's done is it's created a little stepper. So we can do that. So then we just need to pop our cardstock onto there. So I can do, so again, back with the matte mirror, back with the cardstock. So you can pop that on. Now, if you haven't got the Roaring Twenties paper pad, then you could be using your own, or make your own, you know, get some stencils out, get some, you know, make some gorgeous, gorgeous papers, some sort of Art Deco themed papers. Beautiful.
Yeah, cards would work in the background with
They
these
would,
as
wouldn't
well.
they? Mm. Yeah, the tiled one that would be very...
Yes, the tiled one would be amazing.
Very sort of Art Deco.
Very much so, yes.
So, yeah, that's what we're all guilty of doing it, is keeping our collections separate.
Yes.
But don't forget, you can bring your collections together. So now, ooh, I've just moved that. That doesn't look
Yeah,
that
you're
good,
very good at that, Corinne. You do bring lots of different bundles and collections
I try
together,
to, because I think we've all got so much stuff in our stash and we forget. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop these onto my card. So we can pop, I've got just created some little some panels to go at the back. And then we're going to end up with a gorgeous shaped card that's going to look a lot more complicated than it's actually been. So that's going to go, let me make sure that's nice and centered. So you can see on there. So straight away, we've now created sort of this diamond effect. And then I'm going to pop the next one on, where, how much glue have I got to play around with? You see, they fit. They sort of tessellate and come all the way down, don't they? So just down to here.
I made one of these cards last week.
Did you?
Yeah, they're lovely design, aren't they? I just love it. I think it's a really simple design, but it looks so effective.
Yeah. And then the last one is just going to go here. So they just slightly stepper, very slightly, down to here. And that's going to go just there. Then we're going to be able to put our lady on. So you can see I haven't coloured down to the bottom, but that's going to be absolutely fine, and she'll go on here. So let's just find, are there any foam pads here? We've got, ooh, tiny ones. Why do we only ever have tiny ones? Ah, there we go. There we go, we've got some larger ones. So, gosh, I don't think I ever want a day off. What I'm hearing in my ear, if you're off, you get accused of taking all the.
I've never heard you get blamed for anything, if that's any consolation.
Oh, thank you.
It is normally Debbie Robinson and Craig that get blamed for everything.
Oh, well, we're all right then. We're okay.
Oh, I'm sure I get blamed for things. Oh, well, that's good. Nicholas just said I don't get blamed. Yeah, everyone gets blamed at some point. Or Sarah. I do blame Sarah for lots of things, only because she doesn't have time, so not picking their bits out of their dies. I think Sarah doesn't do that, so, but apparently Debbie Robinson doesn't either, so...
Oh, doesn't she? Right, and then I'm just going to one of the sentiments. Now, this one actually came out of the large sheet of stamps, but if there's sentiments in all of the stamps, so, you know, you could do... What did we get in this one? We got a happy birthday and an all that jazz. So, you know, you can mix and match. But there we go, that's going to go on there, and that just covers up all our workings. And then the final little bit I'm going to do
that looks amazing.
It looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And then we can just pop our feathers on just like that. So then let's just pop a little bit of adhesive on the back of there, and then we can line those up like that. And then those will just fit perfectly. Let's just do a little bit just to catch that so it doesn't flap too much. And then look at that, no gems, no glitter, no jewels, but it's all there in the card.
Absolutely beautiful. I love that. Now, we might not have the pads, but we do have the acetate, so go on and grab that while it's still available, because it won't last. But that stamp that Corinne used, you can buy that individual, but if you want this bundle, these are the stamps in here, which are just as beautiful. You're going to be using them for so many different things. I love that one. You've got your Together Forever, and you've got your Raise a Glass. So they're the two stamps. You've also got that beautiful Showgirl in the die. An amazing one. I think you can use that for so many different occasions. You've got your Art Deco frame with that cut and emboss folder. We've also got a border die with the scalloped shells. We've got that gorgeous fancy feather that Corinne was using in that demo. And then we've got our Floral Deco 3D embossing folder. But also in that collection, you've also got your glue and your gold gilding flakes in there. So all of that today for $49.52 or $63.64. Lots of people. So just going back to Chantel was saying she was just wondering, when you put your sentiment on the back, do you match it with stamps and papers or decorate as well?
Yeah, you could do.
Yeah, I think that's personal choice, isn't it? If you're going to sort of do that. Laura's saying she can't wait. She's going to be paper stroking this stuff for a while. So you've obviously got the paper pad on order, and she's also saying, yep, I agree. Debbie and Craig always get the blame. Dawn is saying, very pretty card. I'm going to be making a scrapbook page with pictures from the great movie Ride when we went to Disney years ago. Amazing. And Chantel saying, wow, the contrast of the Flapper Girl and the papers is just gorgeous. And Anne is saying, I love the way the 20s papers complement each other. So amazing. Perfect contrast and coordinates. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Now, remember, if you want to be part of one of the best clubs in the world, you need to just sign up for it. It's completely free. Take a look at this and see exactly what it's all about.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
And a dash of this, and a squeeze of this, mix it all together to create my masterpiece.
What's going on here, Ben? Are you making something?
I am indeed. I am just creating a culinary masterpiece and whipping up some sweet treats for our crafty community. So if you don't mind, I've got some finishing touches to do. Et voila, 5 days of truly scrumptious sweet surprises. Unwrap a new decadent deal each and every day between Monday the 20th and Friday the 24th of February.
Oh, that looks amazing. Can I have a peek? Oh. Wow, there's deals, discounts and goodies here, Ben, for every type of crafter.
But we don't want to spoil the surprise right now. We've got some amazing deals and surprises right throughout the week, so you'll have to tune in each and every day, first show, to find out what they are.
And extra sweet deals are going to be landing every day, so head over to Crafters Companion website where you'll find some sweet deals.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Hello, I've got a treat for all of our viewers stateside. I've managed to negotiate for you a minimum basket spend of $75 to receive free shipping. That's a huge $50 discount on the usual. You're going to be able to treat yourself up till Thursday midnight and only have to spend that $75 to get free shipping. And of course, because we now have our new super speedy service, it's going to get to you in the blink of an eye. So now's the time. Treat yourself to something special. You only have to spend $75, free shipping, and you've got till Thursday at midnight.
Wow, how amazing is that? You heard our Leanne, and she's been very, very naughty, hasn't she? While the cat's away, as they say, while Sarah's not in the building, she's putting all those deals on. We're going to have a preview of the cartload later on, which is going to be absolutely incredible. And remember, I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to say, but the deals on the cartload are live, so you can go and see exactly what we've got in store for you tomorrow evening. But for now, more deals on this amazing sweet treat event. We've also got our own little goodies. I've got some sizzling deals, but our Corinne's got a very nice little, well, in fact, quite spectacular, as I'm just being told. It's Corinne's spectacular saving box.
I know. Look at the size of the bag they've had to put it in. This is huge. Absolutely fantastic. Now, this today is £40 or $50 instead of £141 or $177. So I thought to myself, if I was to spend £40, what would I get? I'd get 3 of the elements. I'd get my Frosty and Bright cardstock, which is absolutely gorgeous. You've got your pearlescent and you've got your glitter card. Because that's $14.99. $19.99 would give me my Lovebirds Creator card. So I'm £5 short, which is what it would cost me to get my lovely mini fairy. So that's my £40 or $50, would just be buying those 3 items. So I'm going to stack those up just there so that you can remember. So that's what you'll pay for. What you're not going to, they're going to fall over, I just know they're going to fall over. What you're not going to pay for is your Say It With Flowers 6x6 cards. So one of our favourites, isn't it, Debbie? We love this one. Look at this double-sided papers, the most gorgeous designs. The colour palette is beautiful. You're not going to pay for 2 of your scratch and reveal kits. So you get, I think you get 57 of the scratch elements in each one. So, you know, you've got 114 scratch elements in there, and then the stamps to go with it. Your good quirky quotes and surprise. What else? I'm going to dig deep. You've got a blue turquoise blend pen, which is brilliant, a really, really useful colour. I told you those were going to fall over. You're going to get some edgeballs now. So we've got our dancing dragonflies. Look how beautiful that is. Down the side, along the top, it's entirely up to you. Then you've got your chasing dragonflies, which is another beautiful edgeable. I love this because you can cut into this and use it however you want. So chasing dragonflies, so you've got 2 different dragonflies. You have got another one of our creator cards, which is our beautiful bird cage. So actually, you can put it this way, it's effectively buying those 2 without anything else, because they're normally $19.99 each. Now, because it's my surprise spectacular savings box, they've given me some flowers. So this is the fragrant sweet pea, which is an amazing flower. You've got your vintage pink in your classic. So remember, these are the pens with the most ink in. So you've got your bullet and your chisel nib. You've got your refill bottle for your LG2. So just think of all the techniques. If you've got an LG2 pen, you can refill it. If not, just think of all the techniques that you can do with that. And finally, you've got your Cozy Cottage template. So these are templates rather than dies. If I turn it around, you can see on that side, you've got your template. So when you cut out your template, it's going to make the perfect box, which you can then decorate up. So for free, I've got an inker, I've got a template, I've got a couple of pens, I've got flower dies, I've got creator cards, I've got 2 lots of edgeballs, I've got 2 lots of scratch and reveal kits, and a paper pad.
Wow.
And all of that for paying for the large paper pad, the lovebirds, and the fairy. I mean, to me, that's just brilliant, isn't it? The
that
value.
is spectacular.
And that's the first bag I've ever had. So, yeah, I'm quite excited about that.
Absolutely, yes. Can I beat that? I don't have a bag, but I do have Debbie's Sizzlers. I mean, really, this is just the best box. We have some amazing things in here. We've got some cardstock. Now, you know how I love my Centura Pearl. So let's take this out first of all. Precious Golds. I love this pack. The one thing I wanted in here was something that was going to last you all year round. And I mean all year round by meaning it can go through summer, it can go through winter, it can go through your Christmas seasons, your wedding seasons. If you're getting married and you want to do your stationery, these are beautiful cards that you're going to be able to, and look at all those different golds. I mean, it truly is an amazing pack, this one. You're getting 36 sheets of our most amazing precious golds in that Centura Pearl. Only £8.39, which is incredible value. So if you want to stock up on your cardstock, make sure you grab some of this one. Now, other things that I've got in here, which do I go to next? There's just so many. Oh, I'm going to take these ones out because I love shiny. I love these ones. What I love about our gilding flakes is that we do them in spectacular colours. I mean, colours that I've never seen on the market, when you can get these beautiful blues, pinks, purples, absolutely amazing. Now you're getting 3 tubs of these. I'm going to take one out just so you can see what you're getting. Take it the right way. They are absolutely amazing. So you're getting these really large tubs. What I would do with these, they're sealed. Oh no, it's not sealed. I would pop this into a bigger tub, because once you start to bring this out, it really does expand. Look, I shouldn't have touched that. It's going to go everywhere now, but it is so absolutely gorgeous. Where else do you get colours like this? So incredibly pretty, and you're going to be using that on so many different things. That one is £9.74 or £11 and a penny if you are in the US. So let's pop that to the side. So we're all shiny at the moment. I'm going to look at the cutting mat, because this is one that we sort of use when we're using our craft knife quite a lot. It's a really good one. It's self-healing. It's a great one to have. I'm going to bring it round so you can actually see it in its full glory. It's a lovely size, and it's got a grid. So you've got your centimetres all at the top, and all the, in fact, it's all round the whole thing. You've got that central point. So if you're doing anything that you want to do, any measurements with, you can do that. It's got all your angles. If I turn it round, you've got the same on the back, apart from this time you've got it in inches. I would absolutely recommend getting a craft knife to go with this mat, because it's absolutely brilliant, and you'll be using it time and time again. And actually, it's just a really good surface saver, really, because you're not going to be able to damage anything. So if you're on a craft table, or maybe a dining room table that you don't want to scratch, you maybe don't even want to put your glass mat down onto, this is a great one to have. So which one next, Nicola, are we going to? The jigsaw die. Yes, this one is amazing. It's our 5x7. It's our large jigsaw. It's our quirky one. So if I tell, well, you can see on the front, so you can see that it cuts out all these different shapes and sizes, and it's beautiful. It's great if you want to do a personalised gift to somebody. It's a 30-piece puzzle. It is a proper puzzle that you can do. You literally get the die to cut out all those pieces, use it on your photographs, use it on just a nice picture, make it really personal to someone. Put the picture on top of a box and then put the puzzle pieces inside. So many things you can do with that. Use really thin. You can buy different levels of or different thicknesses of magnetic sheets. Use it on the thinnest one, and then you can make your photos, or you might want to do something with numbers or alphabets for your kids to learn, and they can pop that together on the fridge as well. And you've got your fridge magnets. Wow, look at the saving on that one. £10.49. That is incredible. This is the one I cut out. Every time my granddaughter Ruby comes round, she always asks, Nanny, can we cut out jigsaws? And I always have to print out pictures, cut her out more jigsaws. She's probably got more jigsaws than she's got toys. Right, okay, a craft kit is in here. Now, you know, if we've got a... That can't be the price. No, Nicola, that can't be the price. She's telling me that's the price, £10. No one told me what these deals were going to be. I knew they were going to be sizzlers. I mean, that one's hot. That is hot. £10 or $10. You're saving $14.99. Honestly, that's much less than half price. Look at the platinum price, £8. I mean, honestly, what can you buy for £8 these days? In fact, you'd go to McDonald's and buy a meal that's more expensive than £8, wouldn't you? That's amazing. I absolutely love this box. It's got those pop-out scenes inside, lots of different elements. In fact, it's got, let me just check, over 200 elements in here. Let's read the back. We've got metal dies, clear stamps, card blanks, envelopes, assorted ribbon. You've got card packs, coloured card packs in there, printed papers, and you've got pearls in there as well. That's a great box to do. I don't imagine that will be hanging around too long. Remember, only £10 or $10 today. £8 if you are in Platinum, in the Platinum Club. Oh, I love this one. I'm glad they've put this one in. I didn't think we had enough left to put in, and I absolutely love this. I love discovery kits because they really do teach you. This is one of my favourites. For anyone that's not seen this, please grab it. It's amazing. I'm going to open it and show you exactly what's in it, because inside, when you open it up, let me take that out. Oh, perhaps you don't want to, perhaps I'm doing a naughty thing, taking it out of the box here. Oh, there we go. Look at this. It's got our premium Spectrum Noir Classics and our Illustrator for $14.99. I mean, that's insane. Now, what's great about this Discovery Kit? Let me take all these pieces out. You're getting a step-by-step guide that will show you all what you need to do to be able to colour images. You're also getting the booklet. Oh, where is the booklet? There is a booklet as well in there, but it must be still. Oh, there it is. I knew there was a booklet. There's a booklet that you get in here as well. And again, gives you so much information, opens up, tells you all about the colour wheel, how to get those amazing techniques. Truly, this is a beautiful gift set. This is giving someone the gift of colouring. And then look at this. You're getting pages and pages of all different prints that you're going to learn how to do. I mean, these are incredible. Just to get this set of pages, you'd be paying anything to sort of $9.99 up. I mean, that's incredible. These are on our Nina cardstock, so you know you're getting quality. You've got all these different pages to practice your hair, your skin tones, your clothing. I mean, I'm still going. You get loads in this collection. I wasn't kidding you when I said this is an amazing discovery set to have. $14.99 today or $17.49. You're actually saving £15 in there, or $17.48. For me, this sizzler is this one here. Definitely grab that while you can. You're also getting an art liner in there as well, so not just your pens. You're getting that art liner to do all those extra detailed works as well, so you will love that one. That's great for anybody that wants to start their colouring journey and needs to know sort of where to start and what to do. It really does give you everything in there. Right. Deluxe tote. You know how I love a storage. You know how I absolutely love this bag. It is just amazing. It's a great one to use for so many different things. Plus, it looks incredible. You've got all your pockets on the outside. I'm going to get myself, I've already bought one of these. I'm going to get myself another one for the garden. I think this is a great one to keep all your little garden tools in. It's a great one if you want to put all your cleaning products, if you're someone that loves having everything stored under your cupboard. Imagine all your cleaning products in there. But if you are a sewist, you're going to be able to put all your balls of wool in there, your knitting needles, everything you need in there. It also comes with detachable, so you can take these out. So if I wanted to take this one out, I've then got a space to put my maybe Gemini Mini, my Gemini Midi, put all my extra plates in there. You can take the whole thing out and you've got a whole pot there. And then on the other side, you've got this really big zipped pocket. This is a really good bag to have, £20.99 or $23.97. Such a good one to have, that one. If you was wanting to find a bag that you could fit so much in and get totally organised, this is the bag for you. I absolutely love this one. Platinum price, £16.79. And I've got one more little thing. It's one that our Ben classed as our little hamster pillow. It is our little anti-static bag. It's a great one. I love this because anti-static bags that I've had are quite big, and actually you only need a little bit. So having a little one like this is incredible. Instead of £6, you're paying just under £4, so $3.59. You're saving 40% on that one. I think for that price we can get a few of them and you can have them in different places. Anti-static bags are so good for so many different things, but they're really good if you're heat embossing and you want to take all that anti-static out of them. And also we were saying about the red liner tape, you could just put a little piece of this onto the side. If you just tap it onto the side and it would just take your red liner tape peel off bit away from you as well. So a really good one to have, that one, and such a good price again today. So there we go. That is all my sizzling deals. Hopefully you will find more. Please remember to go over to the website. You'll find so many more offers in there. We're in our Sweet Treats event. We have new deals landed every single day, which is amazing, and there's so many different savings. Right, so what's next? Sorry, Nicola. Oh, I love this one. So we're going to bring you our Gnomes collection. Now, we're bringing it to you. Oh, we've just dropped down there. Let's just pop those back up. This one is our Gnomes collection. It's limited stock, so it's not going to be around for long. This is the last of our Gnome collection, £39.50 or £48.50, so it's a really good price. My stamps keep dropping off. So we've got our Gnome Girl in this one, so you can see you get all the stamps and the dies to be creative, but you also get all these little stencils stencils that create the pattern on a hat and dress. The gnome boy is exactly the same and getting the stencil to go on his little shorts and his hat. Also got the most amazing stamp set then, which is our gnomes, Gnome One Like You. And then we've got, I love that play on words with the gnomes. We've got our garden gnomes accessory pack there, absolutely great one to have. We've got that swing as well, the gnome swing, which is so handy. We've got the gnome caravan, and we've also got that beautiful, and it is Leanne's favourite embossing folder. She absolutely loves this one. It's the embossing folder, but it also comes with the stencils as well, so you can be really creative with that one and add that precision to wherever you want it. Platinum price £31.60, and we're going to see what our Corinne's take on this one is.
You were saying about the anti-static bags. Do you ever find that if you get 2 rolls of red liner and put them together, they end up sticking?
Yes, brilliant.
Get your anti-static bag, because this one's stuck, and just go, while it's like that, put a little bit on there, and then they don't stick together.
Great
and you've
tip.
not affected, because the adhesive's under there, it's not affected how they work. So yeah, just another top tip, if you are struggling with your red liner, then use your anti-static bag on it. Okay, now I'm going to show you our gorgeous gnomes collection. So I'm going to stamp with the caravan, because I think it's so much fun. We can pop that on there. Oh, there we go. So we can put the caravan on just there. And I've also got my girl gnome as well, and I'm going to pop her on just here. So yeah, they'll both fit on my piece of card. So again, I'm going to go in with my alcohol-proof ink pad, because we're going to be colouring with our alcohol pens, so that will work brilliantly, and we can pop her on here. And I love that instead of saying, oh right, she's got to have a spotty dress or she's got to have a flowery dress, they've left the dress and the hat blank and then given you the stencil so that you can put it as you want. So we can take this over, pop that just there, and that will then stamp perfectly like that. And don't worry about trying to stamp 2. If you've got your rocker block, you know, it will work so well together. Oh, there it is, that's what I was looking for. Pop my stamps back onto there. And then what we've given you is, we've given you the dies to cut them out. So we've got the caravan die and then the little girl. Now, you'll notice with our gnomes is they don't have hands. And if you look at the stamps, the hands come separately. So you've got hands holding the watering can, hands with the marshmallows, hands holding the burger, and then you can also have her sunglasses as well. So you can decorate them up as much or as little as you want. So I can pop my first die over the caravan. Now, I'm very much into die cutting it before I colour. Because how many times have you die cut and then the die is moved ever so slightly? Now, if you have done your colouring and then your die moves, you might not be too happy. This has taken 10 seconds to stamp. If my die moves, yes, it'll be annoying, but it's not the end of the world because I've not invested lots and lots of time in doing colouring. So it's up to you, but that's just my personal preference, just because I find it's just in case something goes wrong. So we can pop both of those onto there, and then we can die cut them out. And that will go through there, and that will just give me time to get those out of the way. So I can bring in that little scrap of card again. Now, I had so much fun colouring these. They are just the most fun to colour. So I'm going to take my girl gnome, there she is, and then my caravan, and there they are, beautiful. So absolutely gorgeous. And then just colour them however you want. So she's still going to be skin colour, so we can just come over here. Now look at this. This is what I just stamped, and look at how quickly that ink fixes. You don't have to be worrying about bleeding or anything like that. The colour just fixes straight away, and you're never worried about the colour bleeding out rather. So we can just add in the darker colour just there, and then obviously you'd always blend it in. And we've done it onto Nina cardstock so that the colours, the pens just work so well. And then I'm going to come in, I've got my, did I want my pale pink? I did myself a little card. I did put pale pink. I must have just used it in the last, yes I did. I used it in the last demo, so I'd moved it. Right, so pale pink, I've got PP1, 2 and 3. This is what I'll often do, and often what I'll do is I'll put those back into the, if it works really well, I'll put it back into the stamp packets so that I can use it a second time.
Great
idea. If it's worked really well, why not go for it a second time? Let's just go straight in with that middle colour.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than having an image and then thinking, oh, what colours did I use on that one? And having to go through a few different pens till you get the one you use.
Yeah, because we've got lots of different pinks and magentas and, you know, you're thinking, I know something worked really, really well. Which one was it, you know? Whereas if you just drop those little swatches that you put together back in the packet, they're there then, aren't they, for the next time? So
yes,
this is my pale pink. I'm just laying that one down. And we can just pop that over there. Just.
Do you have a favourite colour combo at all?
For anything, you mean?
No, for your alcohol colouring.
Oh, I don't think so.
See, I always use a magenta. I love the magenta. I love the corals as well. I think they're really nice.
Magenta here, so this sort of colours, that sort of
yes.
more what I'd call going towards the sort of Barbie pink.
Yes, yeah. I love the magenta.
Isn't it weird? I don't think I do. It just depends on what I'm colouring, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know.
And gold yellow is another one of my favourites.
Well, I've got that here to do my caravan, there it is.
Yeah, I do tend to, when I think about how many colours what we do in the range and how many colours I actually use.
Yeah.
Which is very naughty, but I do unfortunately have favourite colours that I tend to go for.
I think there'll always be colours that just work for you, aren't there? So, you know, and you will tend to go for those. So I've just added in a little bit of shading, even though I'm going to put the stencil over the top. I've just added in a little bit of shading because I just think it adds a little bit more dimension. You can't see it too much. And then I'll do the same with her dress, just around here. Just use those same colours just on her dress, just here. Oh, I want the middle one. I don't know why I went with the paler one then. That was a bit pale. There we go. Let's go straight in with the middle colour. And I'm going to not be scared of leaving a little bit of white because sometimes white works. And then I'm going to, just like you do, I thought the pale pink with the magenta as an accent worked really well. So you can, you know, if you're doing them as accents, you don't have to sort of blend them and they work really well together. Just like that. But these are just super cute. I mean, they're going to work. You can use, you know, you've got the boy gnome, you've got the girl gnome, you've got the caravan. There could be new home. You could even have a couple on them for wedding cards. You know, it's entirely up to you. You can really, really make them work for you. Have I gone the right way? Yep, 3. There we go. You get into sort of a bit of a swing, don't you, with your pens? When you're going from one colour to the other, you almost do it without thinking it, don't you? You just sort of, you know that action of flipping the pen round and taking the lid off. Yeah. I've got to the point now where I don't always think about it as much. You just do it and then pop it through there. And then I would, like I said, I would just come in with the magenta. I'm going to go in with the paler one. I've got the right way, yep. And then we can just accent her little bows, just like that. And then what you have to remember is, and we talk about it all the time, is when you are colouring with alcohol pens, they do, the colours do change a bit as the alcohol evaporates. It does sort of fade down a bit, so don't be afraid to go in with quite bold colours because the colours will change ever so slightly. So once you've got to there, we can then come in with the stencil. So I thought I'd show you how the stencil worked, and I wanted to show you how the spotty one worked. So all you need to do is take your image and lay your stencil over the top, and you can see once I had it the wrong way around, and straight away you could see because it just obviously doesn't fit with the hat. But you can get the hat and the dress, you can see I've not got that laid down in the right place there, on at the same time. And if you line it up right, then it doesn't overlap anywhere, so you know you're going to get it. You can see it's not gone onto any of the other elements.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, just put that one around there. There we go. So all I'm going to come on here is I'm going to come in with the fuchsia, and this is my water reactives. And the great thing is I've cut her out, so I don't need to, don't worry, you think to yourself, oh, that's gone over her face, but it hasn't, because you've masked, the stencil's effectively
got a big pink nose.
Yeah, it's effectively masked that off, hasn't it? So it's really, really clever. We can just pop that on there. And I do think the finger daubers do work really well with stencils, because you can go in, you know, like you can see different directions to really, really pick up. And then look at that.
Oh, wow.
It just lifts it, doesn't it?
It's amazing.
Really, really does. And then the final little bit I would do with her is my gold yellow, and I would just come down her hair, just like this. The thing is with gnomes, is you're not trying to make them look human, are you? So you don't have to worry about, you know, with the hair, about coming in with all the right sorts of shades. You can actually do quite a lot of sort of what I'd call block colouring. So, you know, if you feel that you're not as confident on skin and hair, then these could be really, really good stamps for you to colour in, because they do make it so, so easy. And then we can just come down here, just going to add in a little bit of highlight, just down there, and then coming out from underneath her little bows, just like that. And then just, and then again, you can have these totally personalised to whoever you're sending them to, if that's what you want to do. You know, you could come in with brown hair, darker hair, blonde hair, grey hair, whatever, you know, you can make them totally personalised, which I think is just so much fun. Make them look, give them characteristics of the person that you're giving the project to, whether it's a card or a box or a scrapbook page. Last little bit, where was my magenta gone again? Let's just then put a little bit on the hem of her skirt. And the final one I wanted just to do, then we've completed it completely, is I'm just going to give her some sort of, that colour's going to tie in with my caravan as well when you see it in a minute. So that's going to be on there. And then there we go. How perfect is that? I mean, it took 5 minutes, but really fun to colour. Now, I also cut out the caravan. I'm not going to colour all of that one in because I'll show you. And then I've just done the same here, and I'll just show you here. I've just used some, you know, some of my tri-blend pens, a little bit of the true blue on here. You've got the magenta just coming through the flowers. But again, with the caravan, I just did it with the dark red and then just edged it with a darker one all the way around the edge. And it really comes to life. I mean, I had so much fun colouring that. But again, we've got the green coming round, and that just ties in all of those colours. So really, really good fun. Now, you didn't mention the paper pads. Are the paper pads still available, Debbie? Because they were on the list that I was sent to what was on the show.
They might be on a separate one, so head to the website and you'll probably be able to find those ones. So,
but look at this. You'll find that the Gnome's paper pads are ones that we turn to time and time again. They are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Beautiful. So I've just made myself a card base. I made this card base. I've just taken 2 pieces of card and just turned it into a card base. There we go, and then we can put this onto here. And I've used our Fuchsia Pink Centura Pearl cardstock because it works really, really well. So just to remind you, my card is 6.5 by 7.5, more or less. So there we go. Was it 7.5 or 7 3/4? 7 3/4. 6.5 by 7 3/4. I tend to work up, and sometimes they get quite irregular sizes. Another piece of paper from that paper pack, again edged in the pink Centura Pearl. So that's going to go just across the middle. There we are. And then finally, from the back of the paper pad, you will find there are some gorgeous scenes. So I've just cut one out with some of my circle dies, just because I love my circle dies. It just looks nicer than a square. And all I've done is I've put some very shallow foam tape at the top and the bottom, just because it's raised very slightly just there. And I just thought I'd pop that onto there. Then I'm going to get my caravan, and I'm going to pop that onto here. So that's how super cute does that look on there.
It looks amazing. I do love those scenery ones in the pad.
They are.
And apparently the pad does come with this collection. So look on the website, you'll be able to see the full list of what you're getting in there, which is amazing. £39.50. You're getting an incredible lot there. So a great saving, yeah.
I thought there was a set with the paper pad in, which is why I'd used it, but it then just disappeared out. There we go, right. Okay, I'm not having a lot. I've checked the glue before we started, it was flowing. Now I can't find one that's flowing. There we go, right. Just a little bit of tacky glue behind there with our girl gnome. Where was I going to put her? I was going to pop her down this side. Let's pop her just there. Then I've coloured in the gorgeous little flower pot. Now, I was talking about it, they don't have hands, so I've coloured in the watering can with, again, just picking up that blue accent, but you can see, oops, catch your hands, you can see the hands then just appear. So if you want to do it, doesn't it look pretty and vibrant? It's really, really gorgeous. And then we can pop the flower pot. Let's put the flower pot just there. And then finally, from those sets, we had the sentiment as well. And we can pop the sentiment just on there. There we go. And that's going to go like that. Doesn't that look so much fun?
That is absolutely beautiful. I love that. Lots of love coming for that. Lots of love for your pretty colouring, Corinne from Miriam. Linda saying, I bought the Corinne box. Yes, that box is amazing.
So glad.
Yeah, absolutely. Rosalind saying, Corinne's bag is a great sample bag for newbies. Absolutely. Charlotte is saying, question for Corinne.
Oh, yeah.
What is your very favourite paper pad?
Oh, mine. Country Lane.
I'll say.
Yeah,
It is amazing.
I love Country Lane.
Yeah.
I do like the Say It With Flowers. I think Country Lane and Say It With Flowers, but I think Country Lane's just, it's got that softer tone to it.
It has,
hasn't it?
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's my absolute favourite as well. And Philip Watson is saying that he when he first started commenting, he nicknamed Ben and Craig the Dukes of Hazzards. He's decided to nickname us the ladies, the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Love that. Love the Golden Girls. We'll have that. I'm not sure if we're quite that age, but
it was the age bit that made me, oh, okay, thank you.
Right, let's just recap exactly what you are getting in this collection. Now, it is limited stock, so it won't be around for long, but you've got some amazing pieces in here. So that beautiful gnome girl that Corinne was just using. We've also got the gnome boy as well. And doesn't mean you can't mix and match those hands with either one. We've got the stamp set with all those beautiful sentiments in there, which have that sort of play on the gnome words. Home sweet gnome, there's gnome one like you. I absolutely love that one. You've got the garden accessories, so all your different accessories packs, some of those flower pots that Corinne was using in that demo. You've also got the gnome swing, which could be used for so many different things you've got in your stash. That caravan that Corinne was also just using. And also we've got the beautiful embossing folder, which I know is Leanne's favourite, and has got that stencil in there as well. And I believe you do get the paper pad. So just go across and look on the website, £31.60 if you are platinum price, which is amazing. Now we do have a few last chances to get some pieces, and we're going to show you right now. So this one was our celebration cake, which has got 4 elements in here. So you're getting your stamps and your die set. £2.39. Wow, platinum price, £1.91 for a creator card die. That's insane. Grab that while it's there. So absolutely grab that one. Beautiful design. The next one, we've got one of our angel collections, the stamp and die, which is our ethereal angel with 7 elements in that one. You're getting your stamps and your dies. Again, £2.39, $2.98. A great saving, 70% off. I can't believe this next one. It's just incredible. It's our 3-in-1 creator card. It's our floral peacock. You're getting that today for only £5.09 or $5.98. A saving of £11.90. That's incredible. You're creating 3 different designs in that pack. Now, the next one I want to show you is our woodland fairy. Beautiful design. It die cuts into your cardstock, not out, so you can create the most amazing panels. Look at that price, £2.99 or $3.88. Platinum price, honestly, you're getting some deals today. Our curved border die is next. This is an edgeable die. It's our delicate lace. It's just a beautiful design, and you can see by that picture exactly how it works down the edge of your card. £2.39 today or $2.98. Absolutely amazing. And another £1.91 if you're in platinum price. That's insanely good. Our favourite box die now with stencils. So this is our ornate favourite box, which our Michelle was using just a couple of weeks ago. So go back and look at some of Michelle's shows. She was showing these. £5.09 or $5.98 in dollars. Such incredible bargains, these ones. These are your last chance to get these at this ridiculous prices. We've then got another one of these with a different design, which is our favourite box with our lock-in heart design. You're getting 5 elements in here. You're getting all 4 dies to put around that box and the stencils to cut it out. £5.09 and $5.98. And then we've got one more to show you, which is our Secret Gardens stamp and die. It's our enchanted door with the 11 elements. This is an amazing one. It actually die cuts that door out and it actually embosses around the edges. It's amazing. And it's £3, $3.89. That's incredible saving, again, of 70%. Platinum price, only $3.58. You are absolutely heading to that website, I know. So we're going to let you have a little look and shop your, check out your baskets, and we're going to show you some of our crafty fails. Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking dough might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami.
I've got some...
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Oh, I love seeing those videos. I hope you do too. I hope you're having a good day. You're joining us on Wake Up Call. We have a great day where we've been showing you the most amazing sweet treats because it is our sweet treats event. We've got sweet deals that are landing every single day. The one today is if you spend £50 you get £10 off. If you spend £100 you get £20 off. If you spend £150 you get the £30 off, which is absolutely amazing. You can see that on the screen, all the different codes that you need to get that money off. So the more you spend, the more extras you get off. So it's quite a good deal, and every single day they will be landing. That does finish at 12 o'clock, so make sure that you shop the show today. And I say shop the show, you can shop across the whole of our Crafters Companion website. Anything that you pop in your baskets, remember those shimmer ink pads are back as well. You can pop them in and you will still make those savings on those as well. But remember, I've got my Sizzling, Debbie's Sizzlers, and we've also got Corinne's spectacular box, which is absolutely amazing. Now we're going to show you the creator cards. We showed a bit of them earlier, and although Corinne's doing a demo with them, we're going to be showing more our discovery kit as well, which is the foam flowers, and we know that our Corinne is just a massive lover of our foam flowers. This one is our traditional tiles. That's the one we were saying earlier that would go really well with the Roaring 20s, so that one would be incredible. You've then got your pretty petals, another absolutely gorgeous one. You can see they cut directly into the front, and you're getting those nesting dies with them as well, which I love. We've then got our fancy florals, our timeless foliage, our rose garden, and the last one in that collection is our dainty doodles. Absolutely beautiful. Now we do have an explorer kit on, which is also an amazing deal as well, and you're getting everything that you can see in here. So you're getting that amazing foam, which Corinne's going to show you. You're getting your stamens, you're also getting some white flower forming foam, but you're also getting some flower dyes and some foliage as well in there. This is an amazing kit for £25 or £35 today. Only £20 if you're platinum, so quite a great deal to snap up today for our discovery. And then we're going to show, I think our Corinne's going to show us exactly what she's got in store with this kit.
I am, so I am going to mix get the right one. So I'm going to mix the timeless foliage with our Regal Rose. Now, when I did some flower shows the other week, just couple of weeks ago, people were asking me, how do you make like the flowers with the buds? I was doing very open flowers, so how do you make them? So with floristry wise, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm not going to spend too long on the box because we'll run out of time, and I want to show you how to make a budded flower. So what I've done here is I've taken my die, and as you remember, it doesn't have an outside blade, and I've got that there. I'm not going to use that. So I've cut my cardstock out, and I've done myself a border around to make it into a box. And then I'm going to pop my first die on just there and put a little piece of tape on here. I want the centre aperture, so I'm going to put that one in the middle, and then I'm just going to pop a piece of tape on there. Now this is 9.5 by 8.5, so if I get my larger plates, there we go, it will still fit. This is what I love about the Gemini plates, is they're bigger than A4. So, because I cut this out of A3 cardstock, I can still get it through my plates. So you don't have to worry about that. If I couldn't, I would have just folded in the sides ready and gone that way. So you can pop that one first, and that's going to cut into my box lid. You saw I had a little L on there because I'd written myself, so I knew which was my lid and which was my base. But it was going to, I'd put it in such a way that I knew it was going to cut out. There we go, look. See, I marked it with an L, so I knew that was my lid. And that will then...
Look at that.
Look.
Wow.
Just roll my tape very carefully. And then just, so a little bit of tape stuck. Just rub that off. I can rub that, a bit more of that off in a minute. And then what I'm going to do is take my die, just give it a quick tap to clean it out, see if I can get as much as I can into the bin. That didn't do too well, did it? And then I'm going to take a piece of pink cardstock. This is from my, get it right, the vintage butterflies again. And we're going to pop this onto here. Let's be a bit more careful. So now I'm using the outside die. I'm still using the vines. And I'm also going to use the centre aperture. And what this will do then is it will make me a lovely one to go over the top. So I can pop that piece on just there. Then I've got my aperture for the centre. Make sure that's nice and straight. That's going to go just there, just like that. And then we can pop that one on there and then run that through. And as I was saying before, remember, these will go through with your junior plates if that's what you want to do. So you can put that through. Now, what I would then be doing is I would do a little bit of paper piecing again, but it takes a few minutes. So I'm going to show you one when I've got to that point of just to speed it up a little bit. So we can take that. There we go, all the way through. And that's now, there we are, where's it gone? It's stuck to my mat. If they stick, just bend your magnetic mat because it just cracks that sort of seal. And then we can peel that off. Look at how easily they release from the dies. And isn't that beautiful?
So lovely.
So gorgeous.
It's one of my favourite things to do when you've got that outside cutting edge with a create a card die, because having that matte layer just elevates it to a whole new level, doesn't it?
It really does. So what I can then do is I can take this one and then try turning it the right way around. There we go. And that now fits on there. Doesn't that look beautiful? So the easiest way to do that is to get your dotty tape pen, make sure you do plenty around the middle. Oh, I don't want that to go on there. What I want to do with that before I stick it down onto there is, I nearly forgot a step, I'm going to stick it onto some acetate. There we go. And this acetate, you can see, I haven't taken the backing off yet. So all I need to do is just whip the backing off there. There we go. Really easy to do. And then you could use your die to cut it out. But you know what? Sometimes it's quite hard to line up. But if you just get your scissors and cut an angle underneath so that you're sort of undercutting, then you will you'll get a good fit. And I'm not making a shaker out of this, so that's absolutely fine. So
just sealing the box, isn't it?
Yeah, sealing the box. So that's going to go on there. But then, all I've then done is paper piece that one. Doesn't that look beautiful?
It does look beautiful.
It really does look gorgeous. So that will now fit.
That's so nice.
On there, like that. Looks beautiful. So that was, not only is the acetate sealed the box, but it's also sat on there. Now, I'm not going to put my tape pen onto the back of here like I normally would. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on to the top of here, because then I know it's going to be where it'll be hidden. Because if I try to put it on the acetate, it'll just stick to all of the acetate.
Yeah.
So if I just do it. Because we don't normally do it on the bottom layer. We normally go onto the layer we're taking to it, but this will work just as well. And look at how perfect. Now, if you wanted to do it with a drop shadow, you could, but look at that.
It's amazing.
That is a perfect fit. Well, it's got to be because it's the same dies.
Yep.
So I'm going to fold these. I've got my burnishing tool. There we go. Before I stick it down though, I'm going to put my mats and layers on, because it's always easier to do that first, but I just thought I'd score it so that I could see where they go. Now, again, I've gone back to the gnomes, because I just think they're lovely papers. And then we can just pop these on here. So these are just going to go down my borders just there. There we go. There we go. Let's put them, the hearts go in the right. Oh no, they'll go that way.
So yes, we've just been reminded by our Nicola that it's Pancake Day today.
It
so happy
is.
Shrove Tuesday, everyone. And our Nicola's asking, what's your favourite pancake topping? We're coming near to the end of the show, so we might ask that question again later on and find out how you all make your pancakes.
I don't think you can have a favourite. There are so many.
Well, I don't like savoury pancakes.
Don't you?
No, a lot of people do pancakes with savoury toppings. I'm not a big savoury, anything sweet.
Not for Pancake Day, but I do like them outside of Pancake Day as savoury.
Yeah, no, see, I don't.
Don't you?
If you're going to have a pancake, it's got to be sweet. Mine's sugar and lemon.
Oh, really nice and simple.
Yep,
classic.
Sugar and lemon. Oh, rolled. Oh, my mouth is literally watering now. Oh, look, she's asking all these questions today. Do you prefer American pancakes or crepes? Or crepes?
You see, American pancakes are brilliant for breakfast. Mm-hmm. I like an American pancake with Greek yogurt and fruit on with a bit of honey for breakfast.
Yes.
But if it's like a dessert, it's a crepe.
Mm.
Have you ever had crepe Suzette? That is one of my favourites.
That's the hot syrup, isn't it?
That's orange.
They flame it on the, yes.
Yeah, you flambe it with...
I'm not a massive lover. It's okay.
It's an orange flavour.
Yes,
yeah.
It's okay. It's not something I would choose. I'm a bit like that with cheesecake. I'm not really a cheesecake person. It's not something. No, I would never choose to have a cheesecake. But if someone, like, if we go round for dinner and someone's got cheesecake and I eat it, I love it. But I never choose to eat a cheesecake.
Right. Yeah.
Right. There's always other stuff that's so much nicer.
Because I've done. This is so much nicer. Because I've done an open box, you can see I've just popped one of my papers on the inside just there, so that it'll look lovely. And then we're making up the box, and then we'll make up the flower. I'm going to have to be fairly quick with the flower, but I'm sure I can. So we can then pop the box just there, just fold in the edges, just like that.
It's one of my favourite things to do, making boxes.
Is it?
I could just do it all day. I love making boxes.
And
this is beautiful.
That. Now, you could virtually stop at this, depending on what you're wanting it to go for. So look at that. That looks beautiful.
So nice.
I just use those pieces that cut out, and that's going to go on there. These were just like the bits that cut out. I just used the smaller dies to put it onto here. Then I've got my sentiment from, where did I get my sentiment from? Oh, this was Sunflower Collection. I have to remember then. Sunflower Collection, because it's your sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
So I can then, I'll do it with a bit of wet
And just
glue.
while you're sticking that, we did have a question about what you used before to make it sticky, and that was our Xyron machines.
It was.
So, yes, which are nice and simple. We do the Xyron machines, I think, in a 1.5 inch and a 3 inch on the website. So have a look for those. And just type in Xyron on the on any website and find tutorials, and you'll show exactly how you can use them.
Right, now that looks absolutely gorgeous, and you could quite happily just leave it at that. But I thought, because it's got the sort of the leaves, what I would do is I would use the Floral Explorer Kit. So I've got my Regal Rose, and I'm just going to fold that in half. That was half a sheet, and then I'm going to get some of these dies and just cut out from there. Oh, you can tell it was a new packet. So let's pop that onto my mat. And again, putting it like this, when I was at home, I was doing this all through my mini machine because it would fit absolutely perfectly. So you can put those onto there. Now I've only done 2 layers. You can cut 4 and 6 quite easily. And also, you've got your template, and I'm going to be using the template later this afternoon when we use the flower. Sorry, you've got your templates there, your stencils, to create larger ones. We're going to use those later. So we're going to take these here. I'm going to stop at those ones there just to show you. And let's move all these out of the way. Now, when we had that little break, I've got so many pieces on down here. So I have got my iron ready. I have got my glue gun ready, and yep, that's nice and warm. And I've also got, whoop, I told you I've got everything down here. I've got my heat gun as
You
well.
need another little desk there, don't you?
I do. Oh, I'm like that when I get going with making flowers. So really easy to do. And I'm not going to do any colouring on these. I'm just going to shape them as they are. So we're going to take these just here, separate them. Can you see, you just have to separate them. And I sometimes find that, yes, the dies will cut through multiple layers, but if you go it takes you longer to separate than it does to do them 2 passes.
Yeah.
So what you want to make sure you've got is you've got your foam blocks ready, and you've also got your shaping tools ready, which I've got here. So I'm just going to put my heat gun on, and you do need your heat gun as warm as possible, because if you put your not hot heat gun onto your foam, it'll just shrink it rather than shape it. So I can just test it on my glass mat. That's starting to warm up. So I'm going to pop pokey tool in the centre of my flower, and then I'm just going to, there we go, look at that. Pokey tool in the centre, and just bring it up. Just pull the heat gun away. Come on, move the heat gun away, Corinne. And that's going to go just there. And the same for the little ones. They come up really cute. Just like little buds. There we go. That's all I need that bit for. And then I'm going to, so I've got the round edges, but what I want to do is bring these to my iron and then just shape the edges. So I've come in one way and then I've shaped the edges in the opposite direction. So we can then just add in lots of shapes. So all the iron does is it just warms up the foam. Can you see how pliable it is once I put it on the iron? Hopefully you can see iron on there, and then there we go. I'm making our Nicola nervous holding it up to the iron. My hands are right away, Nicola, don't worry.
Yes, if you are a bit heat sensitive or a little bit accidental, just use your tweezers.
Use your tweezers, or you've also got your finger protectors. But I find that as a demonstrator, especially on the TV, it's quite hard to use the finger protectors because they block the view. So I am very careful. Now, can you see it comes up this way and then it curves back out. So I've got a few here just like that. Just ready. And all I'm going to do, let's move the iron out of the way. I'm going to unplug that because I am accident prone. And then I'm going to got my glue gun, and I've just got a piece of floristry wire. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these onto here. So floristry wire straight through the middle. So I'm going to pop 4 of these small, the middle-sized ones that I just did. 1, 2, 3. And that's my 4th one. Pop that through there. So just easier to put 4 on. And then I'm going to get my glue gun, and I'm just going to put a little bead of glue. Oh, this is a hot glue gun.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Sometimes a hot glue gun isn't the best because the glue is so soft. And then all I'm going to do is start to form it round that glue. There we go. And then you put another little piece of glue on around just there. Now, just remember, less is more with hot glue when you're making flowers. You really don't need too much at all. And then I'm going to do the last one, pop it on just there. Come on, a little bit of glue, that's it. And then you've formed a little bud. Can you see, for the centre of your flower?
Lovely.
Really, really
So
easy,
nice.
you can see. And then I'm going to put the tiniest little bead at the bottom and slide the next one up. Just one, please. Slide that up to there and push it up. Oops, the petal's got caught under. Let's get that petal out before it goes there. There we go, that's going to go just here. Then the next one, making sure with each one you stagger it. And I do more shaping after it's glued down than I do during the sticking process. 2, 3, and then the fourth one. And that's going to slide up there, making sure again it's staggered. Can you see how this is coming together really easily? So I'm going to put the next 2 of the larger ones on. They're going to go on here. Get quite close up to the top and put a little glue bead on. Still stagger them. Just press it up. And the next one. And that will go just there. And then what I find is I turn the next 2 upside down so that they then start to splay in the opposite direction. Let's use that one, that's a nice shaped one. And that one will go just there, just like that. And then the last one will go just there in that
amazing.
direction. And look at that, how easy was that to put together? Really, really easy. But I have to say, it is about less glue. Really works. I just want to, no, I've not got any wire cutters. I'm going to be naughty and just cut it with a pair of scissors. There we go. It's not thick. And then I'll just take that one and just turn that flat. And straight away, we've got a gorgeous little rose. Isn't that beautiful?
It's
now,
so lovely.
The little ones, I've just put little stamens in the centre because you're going to get your stamens. Right, we haven't got long, so I'm going to pop these on. Do you want me to quickly show you what we've got so we can
yes,
start
if you
doing
wouldn't
a vote?
mind. Sorry to interrupt.
I know,
Let's just do
I know.
a vote on what you've already done, so that would be good. And you've literally probably got about a minute to get your votes in. So fastest fingers as quick as possible.
So first one was with our creator cards. The second one, was our Roaring Twenties. I think I've got these in the right order. Third one was our gnomes. If you want to include this, the fourth one is going to be the box, but it's going to have a rose on as well.
Lovely,
so
and we'll see that as you're doing it. So 1, 2, 3 or 4. So get voting on what you would love to see put in the end of the day vote, which will be amazing. Lots of people coming through with all your different layers of pancake mixes.
Yeah.
So we will we'll read them out later. So many. In fact, you've all decided to just tell us exactly what you love, which is amazing. But we will read those out in the later show.
Okay. All right, so I'm just popping. Yeah, we're going to eat lunch before we start reading out what sort of pancakes everybody likes. You see, our Christina Mr. Trick, she could have done pancakes in the cafe today, couldn't she?
Could you imagine how many you'd have to cook? I remember them days when the kids were little and can we have another one? Just cook one. You think you've got to the one that's going to be yours. Can I have another one? and then by the time you've cooked about 500 pancakes, over exaggeration there, but it felt like it, you then think, I don't really want one anymore.
Yeah, very much so.
This is beautiful.
And then I'm just popping some of these little ones that I've made into like little domes, just into all of those. And it's lovely to see, look at this. This is how I spend my time, look, sitting making flowers. I love doing flower making.
Yeah, me too. It's one of my favourite things.
Pop these onto here. Look at that.
Well, I think you won't be surprised to know that number 4 is the demo of
Oh, is
the
it?
show.
Oh, well, I'd better get this finished then before we go for lunch, haven't we?
Definitely need to be finished, yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. It's so beautiful.
But look at that. Can you see how gorgeous? And everything on those flowers is totally from that Explorer kit.
And what's beautiful about that, so if you want to go for these amazing designs in the Create a Card, just look how easy they go with that Explorer kit, which is amazing. Now we're fastly running out of time, speeding up to the hour. We're going to take a little break because we're going to go and have some lunch, but we are going to be back with some previews on the cartload tomorrow that myself and Leanne have got, and boy is there some amazing offers on there. So do join us back in an hour's time, and we will see you then. Bye.